Today I want to talk about a theme that is so present in Dogen and in so many of our Indian and Chinese and Japanese ancestors, but a theme that I don't think gets enough attention. And so I want to bring our attention to this very important theme, which is simply this. I want to speak about the fully and freely functioning that we have as Buddha, our full and free functioning as Buddha. And I want to do this because I really believe it's at the center of our Zen practice and really the center of our lives. It's really the foundation where we're able to live with this sense of fullness and a sense of freedom, but even more, that it really grounds us in this ability to have our actions emerge from being grounded in this experience of fullness and freedom. So what does fully functioning Buddha, fully free Buddha action look like? And what's the felt sense of it? So for me, the imagery of the Sandokai, the embodiment of sameness and differences, it says it all. Particularly if you could remember that the imagery there, though it is in some ways talking about the absolute and the relative, it's talking about us. It's about this dance of our awakened life in relationship to other dharmas, other dimensions of phenomenal world. So there are two dimensions here that I want to talk about today. And the first one is this sense of naturalness of unobstructed movement. The naturalness of unobstructed movement. And here's some images from the Sandokai that can give you a felt sense of it. So see if you could just get a feel for it or a taste for it. So when we're freely and fully functioning, we're like the source, a stream flowing in the darkness. We're like fire being hot, wind moving, water being wet, earth being hard. We are like leaves and roots, doing what leaves and roots do. We are like an arrow, effortlessly, freely flying through the air. So in these images, you could feel the naturalness, the flow, the ease. It's a little bit like Suzuki Roshi invited us to be ourselves the way a stone is a stone. So I want to give an example about this unobstructed way of acting from a memory from my youth. As a child, I never saw myself as an athlete, and I never thought I had any capacity to be one. I was that kid who was the last to be chosen for any team, and just finding myself out on the baseball field, just praying that nobody would hit the damn ball to me. So fast forward, this little boy who couldn't catch anything, now I'm finding that if I'm in the shower and a bar of soap goes up, boom, I got it. Or if I'm moving something on a shelf and it falls, boom, I got it. And when you look at it from the context of this freely functioning, what the difference is, I wasn't living in mortal fear that I was going to embarrass myself. or the anxiety that I was carrying. These movements of catching things were not dominated by any of that old baggage. In fact, even when that proverbial raspberry jam bottle dropped on the floor and shattered, yeah, truth be told, there was likely an expletive. But at the core of it, it was just okay. It was okay. I could catch things and I could fail to catch them. That's a little bit, at least, moments where you could see yourself freely moving in something that is inconsequential, but you could get the feel for it, the feel of the naturalness, the flow, the ease. So the key thing here is that when we're fully functioning, we're not impeded, we're not obstructed ultimately by greed, anger, ignorance. We're not obstructed by our histories or our compulsions. We find a way to move beyond them, not denying them, but not allowing it or finding ourselves being impeded by it. Now, the second characteristic I want to talk about is how when we're fully and freely functioning as Buddhas, our actions have a sense of harmony to them. They somehow fit the circumstances. I remember attending a classical music concert, and in the middle of this very beautiful piece, the person who was doing a French horn solo missed a note. I mean, and it was stunning. I mean, there was sort of like gasps and then whispering, but everybody got pulled out of the music because that one note, which in its proper place or just on its own would be absolutely beautiful, but it was at a place and it turned everything upside down. So again, using the language from the embodiment of sameness and differences, we again could kind of feel the way this action moves. Each thing has its own intrinsic value, expressed according to function and place. You have your intrinsic value and function according to function and place. And our ordinary life fits the absolute like a box and its lid. And in this place, we meet precisely the absolute, like two arrows meeting in midair. That's the level of fitting that really comes out of our ability to move in this way. So we're talking about ourselves being this single note in the symphony. May not look like much, but boy, it's crucial. And to see that we're connected to the whole symphony of our lives, and that we coordinate with, we're responsible for, we respond to the people and the situations in this moment, and then the next moment, and the moment after that. And it's living the precepts more and more freely, and it's fluidly as we breathe. When we're functioning this way, we're connected to our environment, seamlessly in harmony with it. We're like that musical note that fits perfectly. And the interesting thing about musical notes and this fully functioning, even when we have to be discordant, when it's in the right place, it harmonizes. When it's in the right place, it harmonizes. So let me summarize this with maybe another characteristic of it, but one that is really at the core. Implicit in all of this freely functioning and fully functioning is Sozan's, our third Chinese ancestor's statement. The great way is being naturally at ease within yourself. The great way is being naturally at ease within yourself. And this is really the origin, this is the space out of which we find this free functioning. It's not something you could do with discriminatory mind where we push ourselves or twist ourselves into this. We have to surrender into this, the awakened heart. And with this, we could respond to each moment with a freshness, with an authenticity, with a sincerity, and with a fullness and freedom. And if we don't have that sense of being calm and at ease within ourselves, it doesn't happen, because that ease is at the heart of the awakened heart. It's at the heart. So let me close here with just a couple words on how we cultivate this. You know exactly where I'm going to go. We cultivate it in our Zazen. In our Zazen, Dogen's place of ease and joy. We come into